Today is Ash Wednesday. That's why I'm wearing the ashes as the sign of the cross. That's why I'm dressed rather poorly compared to how I usually am when I record videos like this. And it's why if I seem a bit spacey, it's because I've been fasting. Worse than fasting, I've been fasting and cooking, and my neighbours have been cooking as well. So there's been a lot of handling of food, a lot of the aroma to fill the air, to entice me. So I'm doing all the right things, right? I attended the lunchtime Eucharist, received the blessing. I'm wearing the cross, not just once, but twice. And I'm fasting. I've spent time this morning praying, and all good things that I'm supposed to do. Except none of that at the end of the day really matters, does it? That's not the point. It's like, yes, these things are good things to do. Yes, you could even say that they're necessary, but they're definitely not sufficient. Wearing a cross, anyone can wear a cross. You can drape a crucifix on a necklace around a mannequin. You can dip your finger in ashes and inscribe a cross on a rock. You can get a chatbot, or even not even a chatbot, a very simple computer program to read out the Lord's Prayer or anything like that. These are all external things. Even the fasting. Many non-believers have fasted in the past, and many will in the future. It's all external. It's all superficial. I've been thinking about that a lot over the last few days, about how this being the start of Lent, how do I want to approach it? And there's a long list of things that I want to do, things that will test my discipline and show my devotion. And those are all good things. Those are all necessary things. But at the end of the day, that's not what it's about. Because as I say, anyone can do the things that show devotion. They're physical actions. And ideally, the physical actions reflect a spiritual truth. And if I'm doing well, then that'll be the case. But how often are we like, for example, the Pharisees, who have a lot of knowledge about God, but have no spiritual or emotional connection to him? And I can say that because he showed up in front of them, performed miracles, fulfilled prophecies, and they couldn't recognize him for what he was. Because they had the knowledge, they had the intellect, but they didn't have the emotion, the spiritual component. And sheer knowledge, raw knowledge, is superficial. It's not what makes you human. Again, a computer program or a book can demonstrate tremendous knowledge, but they're obviously missing something. So I don't know whether you practice Lent or not. I don't know if you treat it as like a hardcore marathon, or whether it's just a couple of arbitrary calendar days leading up to Easter. I don't know if you ignore the entire thing. But if you are celebrating Lent, and if you are living your life, I'll invite you to reflect on how spiritually true is it? Are the superficial things in your life there reflecting a divine truth, reflecting your connection to the spiritual? Or are they a hollow mask draped over an empty shell? So this Lent, I'll be doing many things, including I intend to record many more videos like this. But if that's all I do, then I've missed the point. We'll be talking more about this over the coming days and weeks leading up to Easter. And I hope that you'll be thinking about it a lot too, because there's much more to this than just giving up chocolate or cutting off social media for 40 days. If those help you refine your spiritual discipline, then excellent. And if they don't, then I'll invite you to ask yourself, what is it that's missing? How is it that giving up a few things isn't drawing you closer to God, to truth, to who you really are? What do you need to do in order to fully connect with Jesus over the Lent season? If you're able to answer that question, then you'll be doing very well. Much better than someone who, on the surface, seems like they're doing all the right things, but deep down, there's not a lot going on. If you figure that out for yourself, how to use Lent as a tool to deeply connect with God, then you'll be doing well. Very well indeed. Peace be with you.